Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Squaring off today, we have two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Now Taylor on first down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Dontari Poe able to get him for a loss of about 3. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Taylor. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On second down, Taylor. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Niall Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Stafford here. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Mark Barron coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Tight Here we go. Get waiting.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 53 yards. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Smelter, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Out left side here to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Davis now. He finds some open field here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Taylor. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Now Davis. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go.
On 3rd down, that's Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 29. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mark Barron in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Stafford now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Mark Barron getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. Oh, some strong running. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Carry, it's Davis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go!
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flex round! Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Let's go!
Play action, it's Taylor. Airing it deep for Fowler. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Davis. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go! Grand 38!
They go again with Davis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go! Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38!
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go! Flex round!
On second down, here's Taylor. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Let's go! Grand 38! Ohio, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Niall Davis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
An update from Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Stafford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now Taylor back into his end zone. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, tag 50 left. You got 4. Set. You got 4.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go. What? 90. Flex round.
Now Taylor down around his goal line. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Ohio.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
4 down. Here we go. Lady. Banjo.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He goes underneath the Drake. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tim Williams, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Back, this it.
Now a handoff looking right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know they're down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Taylor to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Ohio.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw on second down. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right there at the 43. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Blue 60.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And out now come the Cowboys. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Martavis Bryant, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw on second down is Stafford. Austin's got it left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Zero. Set. 180.
From the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Smelter with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. To throw is Stafford. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Taylor. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, William Gay. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Come on, let's go!
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Now Austin. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard.
She's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 19. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they take a knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.